Hello guys, Adam here again, and today we are not gonna race with cars. We are gonna talk about bikes and if they are good and if they are worth it. So I'm gonna buy this bike because not only that I can easily finally finish these. It's gonna be Deco's reward, but I don't give a damn. It can be this or this. So yeah, you can do this, and if we look here again, another bike for tokens. Sadly, the bikes are all for tokens, so you need to if you want a good bike, you need to grind with tokens. If you do, it's good. I'm gonna buy this, and now how you max it out? Well, as you can see, you can max it with credits, and if you are a crazy mother, crazy freak, yeah, I don't wanna be rude, as me, I'm not actually that crazy because most of my friends that I played with, they have way more credits than I have. So you can easily upgrade it with credits, which is way easier and way better than with the fusion coins. You don't need anything to upgrade it anymore. You don't need the parts, you don't need wild cards, you don't need these things. You just need to buy the bike and upgrade it. The best bike for you as a beginner is the Suzuki at 1139. We are gonna just only ride with the bike and we're gonna just talk about the performance, how to perform with bike better, and the bike knowledge and bike performance in multiplayer as well. I'm not gonna play it in multiplayer yet. I'm thinking about setting this car to 1320. I'm gonna do 8 and then I'm gonna just max the nitrous. And we're gonna do it as an MP tune car here. Boom. Yeah, and we're gonna go with 6 or 7 more levels here. We're gonna go 1320 21 for a better one, so for that to have a better, at least a little bit better handling. So 1321 rank bike. Now, how to race with this thing? Well, you don't need boosters, any type of shit. First things, watch out for cars, because if they only touches you, like really only just slight hit to the side, you can be knocked down. Obviously, there is a Wi-Fi problem with this. No need to be that much afraid, but what you need to do is mostly charging the super nitrous, the perfect nitro here. As you're able to see here, you just need the perfect nitro to charge the purple line under the nitro meter, as I call it, nitro bar, and you need to fill it up. And when you're gonna fill it up, you have this, which is basically supercharged that makes your car go extremely fast. And you can punch it, by the way, you can punch with this very easily. Quite a showcase here. Overall, I really recommend you buying a bike from the 1139 bracket because that bike is pretty good introduction. How to play with the bike, how to charge the nitros here, and how to hold it with. So, pretty good one. You need to actually get the grip and the experience, but it's gonna come with it. You need to just play with the bike a little bit more because of the experience. If you're gonna do a triple tap, uh, your uh, your supercharge is not gonna charge. You need to do a perfect nitrous. This is gonna allow you to charge it. Boom. What you need next is quite of a managing your speed because your car is gonna be a little bit slower. Your bike is gonna be a little bit slower than other cars. If we're gonna look at it, if we are gonna just take a look, all right. So as you can see, I can't do it like that, sadly. So I need to now get the bike here. So the bike is here. 270 and 30 kilometers of nitrous. That's 300. 269 and 28. That's not 300, that's 297, 96. Which is a little bit slower. But then you have a supercharge. That is a good question how much the supercharge is gonna affect the car. As you can see here, 314, 15, we're gonna go 15, we're gonna just set it with 315 dead and 35 kilometers of nitrous. That means it is 350 and this bike is going 340. So this bike is slower. Like a hella slower. But could be actually pretty fun. But the supercharge can actually help you with that. If you're gonna do the supercharge better, you can make it pretty easy. But you need a map for it as well. Azure Coast is not good and Tokyo is gonna be quite difficult for you as well. The best map is Nevada, Barcelona, the tracks with more ramps for this. See, 345. Slower, about 5 kilometers. You may ask, well, Adam, you are an idiot. It's not too much. In terms of Asphalt 9, hell no, that's actually a pretty small margin. In Asphalt 8, the top speed is reached in a matter of seconds. In Asphalt 9, it was to build up. The better your acceleration is, the better the car is. I don't play in Corvette. Because the acceleration is good, and I throw is good, and the handling and drifting is good. Maybe not that much, but it's good. There's by the way glitches with the bikes that if you're gonna just hug a wall sometime, nitro is not gonna work. And I mean the nitro is not gonna work in a way that the nitro will break, which we mean we are not able to use the nitro on the wall. But it's gonna do the same trick as you land with the bike. I don't know how to say it properly. I need to show it somehow, but I have no idea how I'm gonna do it. Do it like this. Boom. Oh, doesn't work. I can't show it like this, but there is a possibility if you're gonna hug a wall, the nitro is not gonna. The nitro will break, and if you triple tap it again, you will have a more speed. But that trick is used in only corners, not like in a fucking straight. I have no idea if it is even possible to do it in normal straight. But the bike is like this. Somehow, I have no idea why, but I'm not gonna even try to question that shit. So, what you need to have is pretty much pretty good nerves to play with the bike. Having luck where you started, and having luck on the map as well. You're gonna have a luck on a map, it's gonna be good. Because Venice is, if you're gonna go with Venice, Venice is mediocre for a bike. The first thing is max, but the second thing is good. There's not much ramps here. Okay, we have a nitrous. This is the one ram here. We actually can charge a nitrous here. Boom. I didn't talk about the scale. We don't go for that ramp. Triple tapping here. Using the knee drag, that is actually pretty helpful in very tight corners, like in Azure Coast. Watch it again, boom. And out of the corner. As you can see, the white lines indicate that it's perfect. What that means is gonna recharge you more than in the purple ones. Okay, this was not the purpose here. So I'm gonna show it at the next round. I'm gonna do the perfect here. No, I'm gonna do the good because I'm a crazy guy. And then I'm gonna do this. See? Sometimes if you do the poor and the lower jumps, that can actually help you way better than making a stunt, normal stunt. Because if you were able to see, the poor actually kind of charge my nitros as well. So if it is like a little jump, but it's not gonna have like the perfect effect, you can just tap it immediately into the poor section, and it's gonna just give you like 20% of that or 15, which is not bad if the jump is really small. But you need to be a crafty one to pull that off. As we can see, there is a Nevada. We're gonna do the Nevada, and we're gonna do, I think, 2 more tracks, and then I'm gonna just cut it. So the bike is pretty hard to control. Some bikes are easier to control, some are harder to control. If you wanna know which bikes are harder to control, try to play with Tomahawk. Yeah, you will never fucking try to have it. Don't even try to play that car in 1860 if you have no idea how to play bike. That bike is insanely difficult to drive. One of the most difficult bikes to ever be here. It is overpowered, yes it is, but you need to have balls from steel, literal balls from steel, to play that bike. And I'm not joking. That bike is absolutely insane. Like, and I mean absolutely insane. The handling on that thing is atrocious. The drifting is interesting on that thing. And the punching can work, but it's not gonna be the best. So, good luck with that. Because I can easily tell you, the Tomahawk is very hard to control, even for me. And I have the Tomahawk for now, maybe almost a year. I kinda stopped playing with the bike, but there's no fucking excuse that I suck with the Tomahawk. It would be, see Nevada, pretty good track for a bike. Reverse or not reverse, doesn't matter. Would be maybe a little bit better if it was like normal Nevada than the reverse one. And when we are on the topic of the Tomahawk, I'm gonna do the run with Tomahawk, gonna show you how much unstable that bike is and how much control you actually need. Sadly, the Tomahawk is not here. I think we need to do it like this. And I'm gonna just play on... you know what? Screw it. We're gonna go with these. And we're gonna play the Tomahawk. Look at that thing, what's gonna do. The acceleration is actually pretty funny. The acceleration is very good at that bike. Like, I was able to stay on with the 1860 Kings in terms of acceleration. First, the bike is wobbly. Second, it's extremely fast and have no traction at all. You have no handling at all. It's extremely funny to play this bike. But it's so difficult to even handle it. Screw the nitro. Perfect nitros here. You literally have to say screw perfect nitros on most of the occasions. If you are going on a straight, yes, go for it. But if you're not going on a straight, then don't do it, because this thing has less grip than me on a roller skater. That's a lot of things to say for me, because I am actually decent on the roller skaters. But this bike is not good at all. I can less fall from roller skaters than driving this thing. That's insane. But it is funny to drive. Yes, it is. If you wanna improve with the bike, you need to just step it a little bit further. So if you wanna really be better at the bikes, and you are passionate about the bikes in this game, firstly go with the Suzuki 100 tokens, pretty easy bike to upgrade, 25 or 50k coins for per upgrade, which is not that much, pretty easily to access and pretty easy to upgrade. If you are lucky enough, if you wanna have more cancer, you can play this, but this bike is not good at that max rank because that max rank is absolutely fucking crazy. I would suggest you maybe trying this, the TVS Apache. This bike is decent in terms of performance, not that bad. I have to say, it's pretty fun bike to drive it. But in the start, it's gonna do a little bit of a wheelie, so watch out for that. If you wanna have another fast bike, you can try this. I maxed this Yamaha. Why not? It's actually a pretty interesting bike. Then we have a Hayabusa here. I maxed it in the 1680 bracket. The bike is interesting as well, but 1680 is the best to tune this bike. And then we have the Tomahawk. So there is not much room for improvement in terms of bikes and controlling the bikes. Sadly, the tournaments for a bike cup in events is mostly based on if you have the bikes, and today is not the day. Jesus Christ! So you only are well able to play with the bikes that you own from a garage in the bike cup. Sadly, so if you don't have any bike and you wanna play with the bike, you can play the Moto Blitz here. These two seasons, I think, are completely for free. The bike at the bike, I think the first one definitely is. This is not, as you were able to see. I needed to buy the bike, but I can finish this finally. Then we have this, where we still have the Super Duke, which is good. I think I can actually make these both work, and I'm gonna upgrade my Jaguar here. Then we have the Kawasaki that I did. Then there is this Yamaha 900 tokens. See, free try. You can free try the bike and see how good with the bike you are. You can play it again. You can play it how many times you wanna, and get better. I know it's one map, so it's a bit of a stretch, but if you don't wanna spend too much tokens into the bike, I would suggest you only buying the Suzuki. Suzuki is very good bike for this rank. It's not that much slower. It's actually pretty good. It is one of the bikes that are compatible with the cars at the same rank. There is not much bikes. This one as well, but this car is not. Well, this bike is not that much in terms of top speed, because if we're gonna go in that bracket, and it's gonna be the last thing I'm gonna end up on. This is going 292 and 32 nitrous. That's 324. 324, and this is 311. So about 10 kilometers per hour slower, and that's worse. 5, it's doable. 10 is quite of a problem. So this bike is dangerous zone for you. This bike is good, dangerous. If you know how to set up a bike, why not? Decent, again, another bike that is actually available to play in a max rank in the best category, because this car with this max is gonna be this rank. With this is gonna be the rank above, which we mean by 1500, is gonna be 1590. As well with this bike, this is gonna be 1680. With this Hayabusa, the Hayabusa is actually interesting bike. You can actually upgrade everything besides handling to level 2. If you upgrade everything besides the handling on level 2, because the handlings give you one rank up in terms of performance points in the rank. So 1 point from that, boom, that's good, because 10 is, so you will end up with, if you don't gonna tune the handling, 1680. If you wanna have a little bit better handling, do the 2 upgrades, pretty easy. And then it's Tomahawk. Obviously, there are the A class, the Kawasaki Ninja, the Aprilia, as you were able to see here. Moto Blitz, there is the Agusta, which is not available. There is the Ducati that is not available. There is the Aprilia, the Kawasaki, the Lightning. These are all from this. I think these two Aprilia and Kawasaki are A class, and the Lightning is the last S class bike with the Tomahawk. So there are not too much bikes in this game, but it's good enough. So if you are new with bikes and you wanna improve with bikes at all, or just you wanna have fun with the bikes, I would say try the Suzuki first and then see what if you can upgrade, improve more. I did actually 1051 setup for that bike on my PC account. If you want that setup, tell me in the comments. It's not good. I'm telling you, it's not good. It's not that good setup. But if you want to have a little bit interesting setup, tell me in the comments. I think I still have that setup set in, so I can easily send it here. Alright, that's enough of me yapping about because this was 20-minute video about bikes. I think I could do a sequel to this. But yes, that's all. I'm gonna see you then in the next video, which would be someday. We don't know when. So yeah. Thanks for tuning in, and I'm gonna see you in the next video then. Bye bye, and stay sandwiched, fella.